because I want to. You know, I just really like Starbucks. And I know there's a lot of coffee snobs that tell you need to be local. You need to support local. And as far as local businesses, I agree. You should support local. But I like Starbucks. I come back to Starbucks. And honestly, it's not the coffee. I like it, but it's not the best coffee. But the coffee is not why I consistently go back to Starbucks. I go to Starbucks because of how consistent they are. I've lived in many states. I've traveled a lot. I don't travel as much as I used to, but what I learned is um, back up a little bit before I get to what I learned. I get the same drink for like the last 20 years. I get one thing at Starbucks. I get a Trenta, iced coffee, cream, vanilla. That's it. And no matter what city I've been in, what state I've been in, no matter where I've been, it always tastes the same. It's not the best coffee, but I like it. And I always know what it's going to taste like. And I can tell by looking at it when they hand it to me if it's made correctly or not. It's three ingredients. Sometimes it's just not right. But that is why that's why I kind of started with Starbucks. It's everywhere. I get one drink, it always tastes the same. And that is more than enough for me. Plus, I think Starbucks is comfortable if you can find a bench and not one of the chairs. I don't like their chairs. The chairs are not comfortable. But I don't mind the bench. You just sit in there, you kind of do your thing. There's no judgment. Nobody in Starbucks is judging you. I mean, maybe they are, but it doesn't feel like it. When I go to a local coffee shop, I always feel like not just the people at local coffee shops, but the baristas at local coffee shops are just judging you. Like they all just look like they hate their life. And the coffee, in my opinion, it's not good. I'm sure people that really know coffee, really love coffee, are like, man, it's amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. But to me, I just want coffee. I don't care if this bean was roasted in such and such place with such and such specific time. Like, I don't care. I want coffee. Give me coffee. I'll drink gas station coffee if that's all there is. It's terrible, but I'll drink it. So when I go to coffee, I don't want to feel like you're judging me because of I don't even know what it is. It's just how it feels. And that kind of sucks. Like, I'm supposed to support local, but I feel like I'm judged the entire time I'm there. It just kind of sucks. And honestly, it's expensive to shop local. I get the arguments that people have for how much stuff costs and going to somewhere like Starbucks. But at Starbucks, I get a Trenta iced coffee, cream and vanilla, and it's like $6 for a Trenta. In Starbucks land, that's 30 ounces. Every single local coffee shop that I have personally been to, and not just where I'm at now, in lots of places, lots of states, lots of cities, a large is like a 16 ounce. And then you get the iced coffee with cream and vanilla in a 16-ounce cup for like $8. And I'm like, that's an ounce over half for $2 more. and it doesn't taste as good, in my opinion. And maybe it's the type of coffee that I'm having them get, or maybe I need some fancy lattes. I don't want all that. I just want iced coffee. I want a little bit of cream. I want a little bit of vanilla, and I'm good. And it just doesn't taste as good, and you get half of the amount for more money. When I could literally just hit a Starbucks drive-through, I know exactly what it's gonna taste like, and it's delicious. And I got one right now. And once you kind of get your local Starbucks, the one you always go to, you start to know the baristas and they start to know you. And apparently, just getting what I get is rare, or at least that's how they act. But maybe that's just how I feel that they're reacting. But as soon as they see me, they know exactly what I want. I almost have become a regular at a local Starbucks faster than some people do at a local shop. That's how it feels to me. And trust me, I try to go to local shops. I do go to local shops. Like where I live now, if I go downtown, there is a local shop. And I actually really like this place. Again, I don't like the coffee. I prefer my not good Starbucks coffee, which to me is delicious and I love it. But I actually like the environment there. The people are usually pretty chill. But at the same time, I get that same thing at Starbucks. I know this is not how everybody thinks or feels or gets that treatment. And I know that people hate when you don't support local. And I try to for other things, like the one where I go downtown. They have really good cheesecake. So I will go in there and get a slice of cheesecake, and now I'm supporting local. But for when it comes to coffee, I go to Starbucks. I'm a Starbucks guy. I like all the little bears. I like all the trinkets. I want all the cups. I want all the snacks. I want my cake pops to look like little raccoons. I want the Christmas snowman cookie. And I want a cheese Danish. And I want it warmed up. And I know exactly what it's going to taste like. And it's yummy, yummy in my tummy. And that's just how I feel about Starbucks. And the other thing is, like, I can go sit in the corner of a Starbucks and I feel like I fade into the background and the baristas aren't looking at me. Nobody's really, like, again, I come back to feeling like I'm just being judged at local shops. I feel like I look up and one of the baristas is just standing there and they're just looking at you like, what are you doing here? Why do you have this? Why do you do that? Why do you support this? Why do you wear that? And honestly, it's 100% in my head. Because these people don't give two shits what I think. And they're probably looking through me, not at me. It's just the vibe I get when I'm in those shops, as opposed to just going to Starbucks and picking up a coffee. And the other thing is I don't always want to sit in the coffee shop. If I'm not working or hanging out, it's just easier for me to go through a drive-through and get something that I know is going to taste the way I want it to taste, as instead of having to find parking and going inside. First world problems, am I right? We're complaining about coffee. But I like what I like. Everybody likes what they like. As long as you're getting what you like and enjoy it, then who cares? That's how I think and feel about it. Like, who cares what I like? Who cares what anybody else likes? We like what we like. And for me, it's Starbucks. Shout out Starbucks. Shout out my local Starbucks. Everybody working. Everybody that when they see me, they know exactly what I'm going to get. Trenta iced coffee, cream, vanilla. Trenta is 7 pumps of vanilla, by the way. So if you go get you some vanilla and you decide you want a Trenta, it should have 7 pumps. And if you don't want vanilla, you want something else, Trenta is 7. Okay. Now I want a cheese Danish. And sadly, I can no longer get a snowman cookie for another year. But it's okay. If you go to Target, you get the cookies, the little Target dog. And it's adorable. And now I want one. I think I might go to Target tomorrow. Do I need anything from Target? Because if I need something from Target, then I can get me a coffee and a cookie. I think I could find a reason to go to Target. Ooh, Target. I like Target. Oh, another reason I like Starbucks. In Target, specifically. If you buy your drink when you walk into Target and you enjoy it as you shop the aisles of Target, when you leave, you can stop at Starbucks and get a free refill for the ride home. Win. So,